Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Forever I'm yours, forever I do. I get to love you. I get to love you.
So welcome, family and friends, on this very special day to the wedding ceremony of Peter and Paddy. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here at the beautiful ocean sands to celebrate with them in their commitment to each other as husband and husband. A big thank you to all those who travelled long distances to share this special day with them both. So today we celebrate Peter and Paddy, their decision to live their lives together as husband and husband. You've all witnessed them become friends and watched their relationship grow from a mutual, respectful friendship into a loving and committed partnership to the point to where they commit in marriage to each other here today. Our happy couple met 12 years ago to the day, the 23rd of April 2012. They've travelled a good bit, one of their favourites being Orlando, where they will be going for honeymoon. They're also fortunate to have visited New York and a lot of different Caribbean islands. They do love their fancy cruises. Peter and Paddy are firm believers that no matter how broke you might be, there's always a little bit that can be found to pamper yourselves. They have a strong tendency to adopt and kidnap stray cats. The current one being Beetlejuice, who was temporarily taken in almost 3 years ago, but is now a permanent fixture after many months of trying to hide her from her former owners, who were their neighbours, and one day asked them outright if they took their cat. A mutual agreement has since been reached, and she is now Peter and Paddy's official fur baby. Paddy proposed to Peter back in October 16 in Central Park, New York. And yes, it's taken them 6.5 years to finally get married. Paddy loves creating schedules and planning out the holidays to the last detail. Peter loves to go with the flow and is not such a fan of schedules. Peter loves attention to detail with things such as flat furniture or decision making. And Paddy likes that Peter loves this too. Peter's domestic skills have developed fantastically well over the past 12 years, and he no longer puts washing up liquid in the dishwasher. Paddy's skills have also developed somewhat, and he no longer needs to call Peter out when he gets a flat tyre. This could be a lie, so Peter, you're still on speed dial. So when I asked Paddy what he loves about Peter, he said, "I love his humour and smile. It makes me feel young at heart. His never-ending patience for when I'm being a drama queen. His love for friends and family and how caring he is towards everyone. And finally, I love when he makes the fancy coffee from the Nespresso machine." And when I asked Peter what he loves about Paddy, he said, "Paddy's kind and thoughtful. I love that Paddy's selfless, doing nice things for people just because he can, expecting nothing in return. I love that Paddy's spontaneous, arranging road trips, nights away or dips in the sea. However, I do prefer warm swimming pools. Paddy's loving to our families and friends, and Paddy makes me feel loved every day. And when I moved in with Paddy, he used to make my packed lunches for work. Now I make my own, and I don't like this. This might change in the future, Peter. Hold. I moved in with Paddy. However, on occasion, Paddy's alter ego, Patricia, walks in the front door instead. But both Paddy and Patricia make me laugh. And so, family and friends, by being here today, in loving and supporting Peter and Paddy, you're not just witnessing, but participating in this marriage ceremony. And just you all been a huge part of their past and present. Our hope today is that you continue to love and support them as they go forward into life as husband and husband. No ceremony can create your marriage. What the ceremony can do is witness and affirm the choice you've made to begin a new life today as husband and husband. Those who truly love one another cherish each other. Those who know true love look upon one another with eyes that see through the personality to know the other's innermost emotions and aspirations. To make this marriage work, however, will take more than love. It'll take trust to know in your hearts that you only want the best for each other. It'll take dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and to grow, even when it's difficult to do so. It'll take courage to honour your differences, to make the important things matter and let go of all the rest. And finally, it will take faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for both of you. But be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. So around the world, the wedding rings are the strongest and most visible sign of the bond these two people are about to make, a commitment to life, to each other, and to the future. And the ring warming in your ceremony, the rings will not only be a gift from one to another, but we filled your hopes and dreams for your married life together. So with the rings there, Declan, please. Stand the Paddy there. Perfect. Now, I'd like to draw attention to the remembrance candle that Peter's sister Lorna Murphy will now light in memory of those who've passed away. It's always difficult to deal with the loss of a loved one, but remember, they're always with us. And today, remember all the family and friends of Peter and Paddy, and indeed all the friends and relatives of all here present who've passed away. We remind the impact these people have had in our lives, helping to mould us into the individuals we become. We acknowledge their influence and feel confident that they too share in this special occasion with us.
An excerpt from The Art of Marriage by Wilfred Arlen Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together to face the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in powerful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
The one by Shara Barkley. When the one whose hands you're holding is the one who holds your heart. When the one whose eyes you gaze into gives you hopes and dreams to start. When the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight. And the things you plan together make the world seem just right. When the one whom you believe in puts your faith and trust in you, you found the one and only you will share the whole life through.
So Peter and Paddy, in the lighting this unity candle, you symbolise your lives as individuals and as a couple. The two outer candles represent your lives up to this moment. They are two distinct lights, each bright and shining on their own. However, it's important to acknowledge that in order for you both to have developed into the two fine adults before us, you both have to be nurtured and supported, and you both have to be loved, and that love came first and foremost from your families. So therefore, it's highly appropriate to acknowledge both families and their love through the ceremony. So now ask Peter's mother Liz and Paddy's mother Anne to step forward to acknowledge the love and support each family brings to this marriage. So Anne, in recognition of the unconditional love, support and guidance you've given to Paddy throughout his life and up to this point, could you please light the taper as a symbol that continues that support, but also the love and light your family brings to this marriage as it moves from you towards Peter in matrimony. So Paddy, please light your candle. Let me send the light shine inside yourself, remembering how special you are. Have you there? Sit to suit. And Liz, in recognition of the unconditional love, support and guidance you've given to Peter throughout his life and up to this point, could you please light the taper as a symbol that contains that support, but also of the love and light your family brings to this marriage as it moves from you towards Paddy and matrimony. So Peter, please light your candle. Let me send the light shine inside yourself, remembering how special you are. Grab the waffle there. Thank you. You can hold hands, be all romantic. There you go. So you've known each other from first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes. Indeed, you're making commitments in a formal way. All those conversations are held in a car, over a meal, or during long walks. All those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, you will, we will. All those late night talks that included, someday, somehow, and maybe. And all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. And symbolic vows that you're about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know those things we've hoped and promised and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, dancing partner, even teacher. You've learned much under these past few years. And shortly, you should say a few words that'll take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will quite never be the same again. For after today, you should say to the world, this is my husband. So do you, Paddy, hereby state that you've read and understood the list of civil impediments to marriage, and you solemnly declare that you believe that there is no impediment of kindred or affinity or other lawful hindrance to proposed marriage with Peter?
I do.
And you, Peter, hereby state that you've read and understood the list of civil impediments to marriage, and you solemnly declare that you believe that there is no impediment of kindred or affinity or other lawful hindrance to proposed marriage with Paddy?
I do.
It's now that I, Enda Harte, according to the rights of the Spiritual Union of Ireland, do solemnise this, your marriage, according to the laws of this country. Before you, Peter and Paddy, are joined together in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am bound, as you know, to remind you publicly of the solemn, the serious and the binding nature of the relationship into which you're now about to enter. Marriage, as most of us understand it, is a voluntary and full commitment of one individual to another. It is made in the deepest sense to the exclusion of all others, and is entered into with the desire, the hope and the firm intention that it will last for a lifetime. So Paddy, do you take Peter in marriage to be your wedded husband, to share your life as your friend, your love, your companion, to grow together in spirit and in truth, forsaking all others? I do.
I do.
And you, Peter, take Paddy in marriage to be your wedded husband, to share your life as your friend, your love, your companion, to grow together in spirit and in truth, forsaking all others?
I do.
So wedding bands, being a perfect circle, have no beginning and no end. But we all these rings do have a beginning. Rock is dug up from the earth. Metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. Hot metal is poured into a mould, cooled and then painstakingly polished. Something beautiful is made from raw elements. Love is like that. It has to be worked. It's the process of making something beautiful, where there's not something at all, and you're ready to give and accept that symbolism of love.
They say that love is a journey. I promise that I will. When it's too heavy to carry, remember this moment with me. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Forever yours. Forever I do.
Pop the ring on there.
Paddy, because of you, I laugh and I smile. I look forward with great joy of spending the rest of my life with you, being there for you in all that life has for us. I love you for making me happy, and I love the person that you are, kind, caring, and so much more. You are my best friend, and today I take you, Paddy, to be my husband.
So Peter and Paddy, while you start to remain unique persons, each own spiritual gifts, personality, talents and abilities, from this time forth your thoughts should be for each other rather than for individual selves. The love you have for each other will draw you both close to each other. Peter and Paddy, in the lighting of this unity candle, you're symbolically expressing the goals of your union in your marriage and as a family. Radiate this love to all whose lives you touch. So take a light from the digital candle there now, and just make one flame nice and slow in the middle. So that's the central candle there. So. Grant. Here, pass them over to me now. I'll put them out for you. Thank you. Thanks. There you go. Go over to the stand next there now. Today, Peter and Paddy wish to participate in the stand ceremony. So similar to the unity candle, it indicates the joining of their lives, their hearts and their souls. These vessels of sands of various colours symbolise your individual spirits and that of your families. And those colours are like the sea, which is something that's very important to both your lives. Each container is unique, representing who you are, and as the containers of sand are poured into the larger container, the different colours join together to form something quite beautiful. So Peter and Paddy, we now step up and hold close to your heart the container of sand, representing the essence of all that you are and all that you hope to bring to this union. So just hold the bottle up beside you there. As you do so, embody the grains with all your hopes and dreams for the future. Bring to mind the strength of your promises, the honesty and integrity with which you make them, and all the particles of personality that make you unique and wonderful in one another's eyes. Within a relationship, each person's both their own and each other's. Two individuals choosing to create a new life with endless possibilities and new dreams are theirs to share together. So the sands in the base of the vase are from British Bay in Wicklow and Ross's Point Beach in Sligo, and both places are very special to both Peter and Paddy. So now take turns and pour half your sand in. So Paddy, if you want to go first and pour half your sand into the vase for me. Now, Peter. Now, so the two you can finish pouring them together at the same time and just finish pouring the sand in. And just these grains of sand can never be separated. Our hope today is that your lives together will be longer than the time it would take to separate the individual grains of sand. You're united today, not only in a loving relationship, but as a family. So today, Peter and Paddy are going to participate in the Handfasting ceremony. So the Handfasting ceremony has been used in many communities throughout the years, including an old Celtic tradition, and so where the phrase tying the knot originates. So these are the hands of your best friend, full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that work alongside yours, as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your furry children and kidnapped kittens. These are the hands to help to hold your family as one. And lastly, these are the hands, even wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. So you want to slide your hands out for me there? Perfect. You want to take that side? And you want to take that side? And you want to pull that for me there? Just pull it, yeah. And that's your knot tied. Hold it up there for everyone to see. That's the knot tied. Well done. Grab that off you there. So keep facing each other there and hold hands there again. So Peter and Paddy have declared before us they will live together in marriage. They've made special promises to each other. They've symbolised it by joining hands, taking vows and exchanging rings. So on your behalf and on behalf of the community, I now declare them to be husband and husband. So Peter and Paddy, you may kiss.
Take a photo, eternalize this moment for the days when I don't believe, when our love gets stolen, 'cause there's no exception, and I know time will take you far from me. Let this night invade my lungs, you're all I want to breathe. Right beside the lake, I burn for you, you burn for me. So kiss me the way that you would if we died tonight, and hold me the way that you would
So nearly there, folks. So we just have a traditional Irish blessing in Irish and then in English. So Gnairi and Boher Lat, Garan Gwe Gabrok Eg the Cool, Galunion Green, Gachet or Daya, Goditch and Vosh the Gamia the Farkna, August Gamula Meej, Lakela Rish, Fons Volcha, which means may the road rise up to meet you, may the wind be always at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, until we meet again, stay safe. So finally, just before we finish this beautiful ceremony, Peter and Paddy would like me to thank you on their behalf for your presence here today, for your support over the years, for the love and the friendship felt in the atmosphere here today, generated by that love for them both. You've all contributed to the celebration of their love in this marriage ceremony. You've all made it meaningful and personal to them both. So please give yourselves a round of applause. A big thank you to our readers and for our music as well. Thank you very much, folks. It's beautiful. So out of this world, two souls have found each other. Their destiny should be woven into one design, and the joy should not be known apart. Peter and Paddy, may your home be a place of happiness for all who enter it, a place where the old and the young are renewed in each other's company, a place for growing, a place for sharing, a place for love. May those who are nearest to you be constantly enriched by the beauty and the bounty of your love for one another. May your work be joy of your life that serves the world, and may your days be good and long upon the earth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please just stand and put Peter and Paddy, introduce them for the first time as husband and husband. Congratulations, guys.
Before all I learned was silence, rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then